What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we are going to be talking about a Twitch TV streamer who goes by the name of MrChicken21. Bit of a crazy name, but guys, wait until you see his gameplay. That's even more crazy. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. As always, guys, we come across to the channel first. This is MrChicken21. He has got 640 followers. He's not the biggest of streamers, but he's doing okay for himself in the sense of followers. So what we're going to do, we're going to check out some of the clips from his channel and see whether or not there's any suspicious activity going on within them. Let's take a look now. In the first clip that we found on the channel, there seems to be something going on, possible aimbot. So we're going to analyse it and see whether or not you guys believe that something fishy is going on with his aim throughout this whole situation.
Get to this vehicle. Someone just hit a buyback over here too.
Okay, so there was a couple of weird parts of that clip. First of all, let's point out that they did have a UAV active. You can see the car by the buy station just outside Superstore, along with another red dot. So he is aware that the enemies are over here, not to mention the fact that there has just been a buyback at the buy station, as you can tell from this line here. So what is it that is suspicious about this, right? He's tracking the car now. He tracks it through this, through the tree, through the roof. Tracks it perfectly, in fact. But watch when he starts shooting now. That's when he starts shooting and it almost looks as if it locks on. That's locking on through his teammate's gun. How could you have a clear shot on an enemy through your teammate's gun in that position and still manage to hit shots? He quickly realises and then decides to readjust his position to get a better shot where it doesn't look a bit weird, because obviously he's realised that he was shooting through his teammate's gun and it didn't look natural. Tracks again, and of course, as I've said, you can still see the car. Yeah. But if we just pull it back slightly, we can see the red car on the minimap. My idea of what would happen in this situation is that I would aim around here, waiting for that car to be visible to me. Would you aim down sight through a roof at the car and then track it perfectly? Of course we know it's on the minimap, but the way in which he aims down sight here first at the roof, which he done earlier as well by the buy station, and then decides to start tracking the car until it is visible. And the way in which he's hitting shots there almost looks like a toggle aimbot. That's my opinion on that, guys. What do you think of that so far? But that's not the end of this either. There's an enemy over here. He spots him. Is he on the minimap? No. Absolute laser beam. Now, I would give that last kill the benefit of the doubt. It didn't seem suspicious. But the way in which he's tracked through two roofs outside Superstore, even though there's a UAV active, even though there was a car on the UAV, even though there was other enemies at the UAV, and even though he knew that there was a buyback at the buy station outside Superstore, the way in which he actually tracks through those roofs, to me, is a sign of wall hacks. It doesn't matter if you've got a UAV active. Let's pull it back to pretty much the start here. This is the first point. He tracks through the roof now, look. Then shoots through his teammate's gun. Then he pulls back here, aims directly at the roof again, and tracks perfectly. And then it does look like a toggle aimbot there as well. So in that clip, there are two moments which could potentially be wall hacks, and one which looks like toggle aimbot. What do you guys think of that one? Let me know in the comments below. Let's take a look at the next clip now. Now, this is another short clip off his channel which could potentially show signs of wall hacks, and we're going to analyse it now. just to see whether or not he could have potentially known enemies within specific locations. Of course, it's only a short clip, and we do not understand what happened prior. They could have had a UAV, so we need to take that into consideration here as well. We'll watch it through first, and then we'll go back and analyse it.
There's 3 more guys. 3 more. I got a guy down on this loadout. Hostiles in the area. He's dead.
Saved your ass.
I would watch you die another day.
Thank you.
Taking direct fire.
Okay, so for me, I would say that that first enemy that he kills seems legit. His own teammate was downed, and he actually called out 3 enemies, although there was nothing showing on the minimap for how many there were. Maybe he saw them on his heartbeat sensor, his teammate that is, who's downed. So we'll give that first kill the benefit of the doubt. There wasn't really any signs of anything in it anyway. So he creeps around here.
I got a guy down on this loadout. Hostiles in the area. He's dead.
Crouch walks and then takes his shot. That is a kill that seems natural, seems okay, no problem with that one.
Saved your ass.
I would watch you die another day.
He checks his heartbeat here, and it does not give the direction of where the enemy is. It gives the distance on the heartbeat, but no direction of where the enemy is. Now, of course, we've also got to take into consideration that this footage is only in 720p because that is all that was on offer for his clips on his channel. So at this point, we're looking up here. Can he see an enemy? Is that an enemy there? It's a possibility. So he could have, well, peeked that. However, what's he looking at? He's looking very far left at this point, okay? Now he's looking back at his main screen. Now he's turned around. So he was not even looking at the screen at that point. Who knows, maybe he was just there looking at his minimap. But I doubt it, not with a head turned that far. Looked like he was looking away at a second monitor. He's now concentrating at this point. Look how focused he is. Look at the angle in which he's looking. At this point, he's already got full awareness of the enemy position, okay? And the reason I know that is because of how he takes his shots. He starts aiming down sight here. But he actually doesn't take a single shot until his aim is directly on the enemy. And the question here is, does his aim appear to snap and lock onto this enemy? Watch. The time to kill there, very fast. And we can see that he had to break the armor of the enemy as well. So it's not like the armor was already broken. I genuinely believe in that situation that it's showing signs of wall hacks because of the way in which he peeked. And I'm saying that it may also have had a toggle aimbot turned on. What do you guys think of that? In my opinion, it was a little bit suspicious, the kill on the roof. The one prior to that didn't seem suspicious at all. So we've pretty much saved the best clip till last. And for me, this is pretty definitive. If there's a way out of this, if there's a way he can claim he knew this enemy was there without saying that he was cheating, I'll be shocked, okay? In this clip, they do have an advanced UAV active. However, he doesn't check the main map. He doesn't pull it up to check an enemy location. And based on the information that they're actually getting from the advanced UAV on the minimap, he cannot say for a fact that he knows where this enemy is that he shoots at. We're going to play the clip through anyway, and then we're going to go back and analyse it afterwards. Watch this.
He thought he was. Right there. Moving up.
I'm driving.
I'm running over towards you, Chris. Oh shoot, somebody's shooting at me. I don't know where from.
Oh, I see it.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I actually don't think that that clip needs much explaining, but we will go through it. We'll go through it piece by piece now.
He thought he was.
First of all, that first kill seemed a little bit dodgy. It was almost locked on the way it flicks off at the end, but we won't talk about that.
I'm running over towards you, Chris.
Listen to what he's got to say.
Shoot, somebody's shooting at me. I don't know where from.
Oh, I see it.
I see him. What's he looking at there? Right, let's analyse this little scenario here. He's just called out that he can see the enemy that's shooting at his teammate. Based on that advanced UAV there, How is he getting the knowledge of the exact location of the enemy who he starts shooting? How can he see that enemy through the wall there? There's nobody showing in the area of his minimap for him to have knowledge of an exact location. Even with an advanced UAV, of course he knows all these enemies are up here, but that is literally all over the map. That's literally everyone in that direction on the whole map. And he calls out that he knows where this enemy is. It's when he peeks that makes it more interesting. Because you can't even see an enemy there. There may be a head poking up at some point, but watch him take his shots. Didn't miss a bullet. Didn't miss a bullet. So I will say this. He calls out an enemy who he cannot see through a wall. Although they have an advanced UAV up, there was no minimap knowledge of that enemy's position at all. And then, when he peeks, he hits every single shot like he has AIMBOT. The only thing that I would possibly be able to say that gave him any knowledge of where an enemy was is this one single bullet tracer right here. Okay? That is the only way he would have been able to know where the enemy was. Based on that one tracer, which you would have seen through the clip, how can he determine that exact location and pick off the shots the way in which he does and claim that he's not using wall hacks? And if you were in that situation and you saw that one bullet tracer, how would you handle it? Would you go by pre-aiming the wall and then hitting every single shot on an enemy who is about, what, 150, 200 meters away?
I see it.
Nah. Something doesn't sit right with that for me. One bullet tracer which actually seems to come from a different direction to where he's shooting now. So in my opinion, in that clip, it looks like he's got AIMBOT on as well as wall hacks. What do you guys think of that? Would you be able to make that call out and know the exact location and then not miss a single bullet in that scenario? Let me know in the comments below what you think of that. Well, there we have it, guys. Fit Mr. Chicken21 has some very suspicious clips. What do you guys think of that? Do you believe he's cheating or not? And we always say no matter how big or small a streamer is, if they have suspicious gameplay, we will put it out to the public to decide. So what do you guys think, honestly? If this was a large streamer, would you be able to make the decision straight off the bat off these clips? Or would you need to see more evidence? Or would you need to see more suspicious moments? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. Would you be able to treat these clips the same way if it was one of your favourite streamers? But I would like to see your honest answers in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and why not give it a share. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!